Hello, everyone. As you know, probably soon there will be a Speed Chess Championship event in Paris where there are four players participating. It's Magnus Carlsen, Carlsen-Niemann, Hikaru Nakamura, and Alireza Firouzja. And today we'll try to give you our predictions for this tournament, who will win, how the semifinals will be played, will Magnus show up, and that's our plan for today. And with you today, me, Vladislav Bakhmatsky, International Master, and FIDE Master Vladimir Chernikov.
Yeah.
So let's start. Vladimir, what do you think? First question, will Magnus show up? Because they have a very interesting history with Carlsen-Niemann and their cheating scandal. And as I remember, they didn't play much, only in Title Tuesday, some draws and stuff like that.
Yeah, so they didn't play much, and when there was a team tournament like around 1 month ago, Magnus Carlsen we were playing in first board, Niemann was playing also in the first board, and Manu decided to not appear and
Yeah.
to put Jan Nepomniachtchi to struggle there. But okay, I feel like he will appear because probably there is some contracts, there are some contracts or whatever. Because it will be very, very ugly for first of all, even the directors of the tournament or whatsoever. And if Magnus just doesn't say nothing, even to them, and that just doesn't appear, right? So probably if he would withdraw from the tournament, he would update already, I think, in advance a little bit. I don't think that like he'll just come there, stay in hotel and then just will hold to chill or to Discord whatsoever, and without saying nothing. So I think he'll appear. And what do you think?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he will appear because if he doesn't, then it would be really, really strange behavior. Of course, if it was some other player, like, I don't know, Fischer or something, somebody who is not uh, like Magnus Carlsen, then it could be possible. But I think that he'll try to prove himself. He will not get scared because many people will not understand such behavior that he will not show up. Of course, there will be hype, but it's rather bad hype for Magnus. And I understand that. He can risk, and Niemann not risking anything, especially it's like after his tournament when he's actually gained some rating. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Magnus will show up, and not even because of some
Okay,
contracts
he even had
stuff.
some strange behaviors before, and it never stopped him to do his things. And what do you think? Does Magnus really care?
I'm not so sure if he cares, but he wants to be like the best. And before, all these like games with Niemann were not obligatory. He could like choose tournaments not to play with him, even in the Steam tournament in Kazakhstan where he could play. So it wasn't mandatory for him to play. But if he's like, I don't know, standing against the wall and he has no other choice, then of course he will show up and try to show his best qualities and try to win this match.
I heard, am I hearing it right that you said that Magnus Carlsen wants to prove that he's the best, and for this he needs to beat Hans Niemann? That's what
I
you
mean,
what you want to
partly
say.
because right now, like Hans Niemann is the main hype man, and everybody's talking about him again. Like his boost of rating, other situation, Hans Niemann against the world. So it's like Magnus like challenges because lately. He's dominating like what, 14 years, 13 years, and like being top number one, and at least it's something new, let's say like new challenge and stuff like that, because he beat everybody. At least right here there is one gate that I don't know, is not fulfilled yet.
Probably, probably.
Okay, so Vladimir, what do you think, who will win, Carlsen or Niemann? Would there be
Okay,
any unexpected twist?
let's see who of us will be closer. So I want just to say not the one who wins, but also the difference. More or less, we don't know how many amount of games they will play, etc. But okay, more or less, because let's divide it for three parts. So first of all, it's Blitz, like 5+1, I think.
Yeah.
There, Magnus is much stronger. I know that Niemann can play Bullet quite well because I remember that when he played against Anish Giri, against at least a slower was time control, worse Niemann played, and then when it came to the like Bullet, then he was much better. So I will say that in Bullet, Niemann has chance to lose like -1 maybe or something like that.
By the way, one little thing. Will it be a
Uh-huh.
bullet over the board or bullet online?
I don't have any idea. to be honest.
Because
But
as I understand, like if they gather together like to play there, and it's not like some Hospam against Kravnik match, then probably they will play over the board because what's the point or not?
or maybe they'll play because bullet over the board is quite tricky thing. I don't suggest you to do it at home.
Okay,
I
okay.
tried. It's not the
Okay,
most
so
comfortable
so
thing.
so, so let's okay, it's our bet because we have no idea and I didn't see any information on the chess.com and stuff like
Hmm.
that. But let's assume they like weirdos will play with computers and stuff like that.
Hmm.
It's okay.
Okay, so I'll say that probably in 5+1, Magnus is much stronger. Like longer time control, he's better. I would say that if 75 minutes, so it will be like +3 for Magnus, I think. And when we go to Blitz, I mean, I don't see any world where Niemann can win this, but so I have to say around +2, and then in Blitz might be well. Okay, and think overall, Magnus will have more advantage in the slow time control, and when it will come to the total score, I would say +5, +4, okay, maybe even more because I remember there are too many games they're playing. Okay, +5, 6 for Magnus, I would say.
Okay, okay. That's a solid take. I mean, it's hard to go wrong with that. But I don't know. It's like actually 5+1, I'm not so sure because everything can happen. And actually, I have a feeling like if it's again they playing in the computer, Magnus has even more chances in the bullet potentially. So I would give like at least +3 for the bullet.
Excuse me,
And
why you think so?
I don't know. I mean,
I no,
I lost
for
twice against Magnus in the bullet, and I didn't lose ever to Niemann. So, like, I didn't play against Niemann, but let's not talk about that. But I don't know. Like, Magnus is pretty fast. His instincts are pretty high, and I don't know. It's like I never heard that Niemann is like one of the best bullet players. I like don't see him. I mean, who's like usually Naroditsky, this like penguin,
Bortnik,
yeah,
whatever.
Borotnik, Tang, and stuff like that. And I don't see the Neiman in this picture, but I always see Magnus in this picture when he's like drunk
Yes.
playing bullet and stuff. So I guess it will be at least +3, but maybe even +4. Maybe it will already not that matter. In the 5+1, I would give +1, +2.
Hmm.
Let's keep like plus. But okay, overall, I would say to say differently, +7, +8 for Magnus.
Wow, wow.
Because I mean, I guess if the Magnus will really show up, then he would like to win, and if the Magnus will try to prepare for it, he will beat with his bare hands like Niemann. He'll beat shit out of him.
Okay, I can feel that if a Magnus will appear, he will not prepare instead. Like, zero, I
I
believe.
mean, he doesn't need to be prepared. He's Magnus.
Yes, that is true. And do you give some chances to Hans if Magnus will appear but drunk?
I mean, I don't think he'll be drunk, and in this case, yeah, I don't know. I don't see any universe unless there is like some things up in your bum to win this like game. But yeah, with jokes aside, I don't think really there is a
And
chance.
one more question about this match. What do you think? Does really Niemann like will be there an abandoned game without playing at some point or something like that, or half match? Okay, half match I don't think so, but let's say that some kind of games like 1, 2,
Well,
or whatever.
I mean, potentially there will be some trash stuff. It's like I don't know, or Magnus or Neiman. There might be some, energy
Yeah.
between them two. So I mean, if I was about to bet for it, I wouldn't. But if you ask me if it's possible, then yeah, I would clearly say so.
Okay, well, I'm thinking that probably there will be at least 1 or 2 games, or maybe some, famous F3 King F2 things and
Yeah,
whatsoever
yeah, yeah, yeah. Some
can
weird
happen.
stuff might happen, especially closer to the bullet. If the match will be over, I'm pretty sure Magnus will troll, or Neiman will troll
Yeah,
if he, I don't know, show some performance of his life.
they should do 93, 91, definitely.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go to the.
Yeah, as Vladimir said, we like Paolo Maldini, who's doing predictions for La Liga. 10 minutes he like talks about Real and Barcelona, and 4 minutes we talk about the rest. So the same will be with Nakamura Firouzja probably right now. But what do you think, Firouzja or Nakamura?
Okay, so I think here it's more difficult, but how nowadays things go, definitely I'll go for Firouzja. I think it's also around +4, +5 for Firouzja, because for me, Hikaru is getting older. Like it looks like this old man already. That I don't know. I just don't see him playing well. First of all, when last time he played something good, like in candidates, yeah, but and then what? Like I saw him playing speeches, this famous match versus Firouzja, then where he was talking his parents and whatever. But okay, over the board he just played like zero. I don't see him and Firouzja except of this here. He played, I think, very well. Yes, it's true that Naka is playing very good on some fast time control, but Firouzja as well. I mean, I just see that Firouzja is more or less the same level already as Nakamura, but more prepared, younger, with better, with better mechanics, etc. For Bullet, he'll play better, I think. Yeah, I think Firouzja is clear favorite for me.
Okay, then I will try to do something at least not the same. I would say that Nakamura wins because, I mean, I have like this feeling, nostalgia when Nakamura was the best, and he's like, I mean, if not here, then where else he can throw himself that well? And I mean, I think that if he wins, it will be like super tight, +1, +2 in the best case. And I'm not so sure if he will win because all the trump cards are on the Firouzja side because he's younger, he's maybe more motivated to prove himself. But on the other hand, it seems to me that like if Firouzja will be under like a good weather, he can try to beat because he won many speeches tournaments, even including Magnus sometimes. So this is like his place, and I still think that in the bullet he's stronger than Firouzja. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe like they play it, I don't know, 24/7, and Firouzja has some amazing score. But I would bet for Nakamura probably.
What I'll say that where Nakamura is clearly better for me is under the pressure, I would say, because of experience and because of, in general, how I can see him.
Yeah,
But
and
once again, since they start 5+1, it's like, I mean, I can believe that if Nakamura gets like +3, +4 and keep playing well, Firouzja will just lose completely. But since first time control is 5+1, there will not be that punishment. And okay, I just don't see the big difference. And I think just Firouzja is better player overall.
I don't know. I don't think that Firouzja is a good player.
So then, are you ready to bet your menu in Burger King,
No, no,
Vladistan?
of course not, Vladimir. You need to pay your debts first so that I could really bet it. But yeah, it's like I don't know. There is like this immaturity of Firouzja is what holding me back in my prediction when we talk about him.
Mhm.
Would I be surprised if he wins? Of course no. But like I don't know. He need to be like more of an adult. And but yeah, there was this funny like situation with parents of Firouzja and Nakamura. I didn't really read too much about it, but it will spice things up maybe.
Yeah, just Hikaru says that they're all crazies and that's it.
Yeah.
And they care a lot of about results of their child or whatever.
Yeah,
Well,
that's a standard scene of I mean young stars. Okay, and the final for you is like Magnus versus Firouzja. For me, it's Magnus versus Nakamura. What do you say?
but wait, is there actually I don't know, is there a finals or there is losers bracket and
No, no,
winners
it's like
bracket?
finals and match for the
Ah,
third place.
so boring then. I will say that Firuja has a lot of chances, I would say, versus Magnus, because like I don't see Magnus in the same form as he was before. Just I can't see it. He plays definitely worse than before, than this like top Magnus. And we don't know in what form Firuja will come. I think he can really fight. I'll say. I mean, I cannot. When it's Magnus versus someone, I cannot just say other surname, right? Obviously, Magnus. I have to say it. If not, like probably I'm done. So I'll say Magnus +2. Let's say very close
Okay,
match.
that's would be weird. But if let's say I talked about Magnus versus Firouzja, I don't know. I would if I compare it with Magnus versus Niemann, I would give Niemann more chances. I don't know why. This is maybe weird and controversial, but this psychological pressure because Magnus is just. I mean, Niemann has like some, pressure points. Like Magnus has something to lose, he doesn't have something to lose. They have this like weird history which might psychologically affect, but Firouzja just worse in every aspect. Only age is on his side, but yeah, it's like I
But
don't
okay,
know.
Niemann, I don't believe because Magnus showed a lot of times that he's very good playing under the pressure. Like this Karyakin game where he just lost and then he went back very
Yeah,
fast. I know,
yeah,
I don't believe
but
in this. When
yeah.
we talk about Magnus.
Yeah, I understand what you're talking about, but still, if we compare, it's like his skill is I don't see like what because of what he will win. But okay, my prediction was Nakamura versus Magnus, and here, I mean, maybe Nakamura will try to compete, and they both kind of like play on chill if they get there, because I mean, win, not win, not win. They like their main battles were behind, both in classic, both in bullet, because both are just like play to enjoy if they have a free time. At least I have such feeling, and I think Magnus will win, and like +3, +4. Yeah, probably
Hmm.
+3, +4, not more. It'll be like good battle, but still, Magnus is a little bit stronger. Even though Nakamura
But
can fight.
I would say that Nakamura has least chances of all of them against Magnus for me. For me, I think it will be just devastating, like 8 or something, 7 from Magnus.
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
hater of Hikaru Nakamura, I mean, but I think he's just playing much worse right now. And when it comes to the Carlsen, because of playstyle, Magnus will just teach him a lesson, and that's it.
I mean, where have you been when they played like last finals before, when
Yeah,
Nakamura won against
that was 1 year
Magnus,
ago, but I mean, Nakamura
and
playstyle
and
worse right now.
Nakamura almost won candidates. Let's not forget about that, and he really
Yeah,
should have
Magnus was playing poker
won
and
it.
chilling.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
agree.
yeah. So like, yeah. But still, I mean, maybe I praise Magnus too much, especially after so many videos with the Magnus. But I mean, what can I do if he's playing so well and he's like Messi of chess. Only like some Real Madrid fans open his mouth, he like boom, right there,
Directly.
right in their face. So okay, I hope you liked our predictions. If you agree or disagree, please comment down below. We will look forward to this event and see you in the next episodes. Bye.
Ciao.